Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're playing another game of Total War Warhammer. I'm the Strategy Professor. So it looks like we might have another Bretonnia game. I actually did just lose my first recent memory dwarf game to Greenskins. I should not have lost it. It was frustrating. I don't know. I'll debate on whether or not I want to put it up or not. The reason that I lost is there was a lot of line of sight issues with trees that the dwarves are able to play around that I probably could have exploited a little bit better. But pretty much I just let their cannons go uncontested for way too long, and he was able to use a lot of the tree line to creep up next to me so that my Doom Divers couldn't get as many kills as I think they should. And then he was just really able to take advantage of the hills in a pretty effective way. So hats off to him. It was a pretty good battle, I suppose. It was just frustrating because I feel like I should have won, and it really came down to the line. And I should never lose that matchup, honestly. So we'll see. I might post it up. I don't know. I do post losses occasionally on the channel. I haven't been losing a lot lately, but that was just kind of embarrassing because I feel like it's just something that I should have been able to do. But this matchup, I've played it several times out already. This is one of my favorite matchups. I have lost this matchup before with Bretonnia, but it's usually pretty hard for the Vampire Counts to win this. They need to bring... I'm trying to think. So the last time I got beaten with this, it was a very close fight. I think he had a lot of skeleton spearmen, and that ended up tipping the tide a lot because it made it really hard for me to find a target to charge into with the Knights of the Realm and with these people. And skeleton spearmen themselves don't suffer from my spearmen. So, you know, running Blood Knights and things like that is good, but my spearmen at arms, you know, gets extra damage against those, where I don't get extra damage against the skeletons. So I think you have to run, if you're going to beat the Bretonnians, you have to run a lot of spearmen, or a good healthy number of skeleton spearmen. You need Graveguard, of course, and just like one or two of the Karen Wraith units, and you just need to get in some really good charges with your cavalry. It's a really hard matchup. I honestly don't even remember how I lost. I just remember that I think he had some Blood Knights that were going crazy. Oh, the Hounds were really good too, to get in there and mop up these peasant bowmen. Obviously, don't run a Flying Horde or anything like that because, you know, you just can't compete with the Air Force of Bretonnia. You just have to let them have it, and it's rough. It really is. Now, I could get rid of some damsel stuff if I wanted to, and upgrade one of these guys to men-at-arms, which is decent. I mean, the thing, like, her horse lets her charge in and do something if I want to charge her in and just, you know, do some damage, or it helps her run away from things too. So if they're trying to chase her with Crypt Horrors or something like that, then I can actually get away. I think that's probably better than upgrading men-at-arms. I mean, men-at-arms are good, but they're so expensive relative to these. I mean, they cost almost twice as much, and they just have like better armor piercing, which is good. A little bit more health, just a sprinkling of other stats, as you can see. But ultimately, I just don't think it's enough to warrant the bonus. So, I mean, obviously I have way more piercing, but it's just not worth having two of these, 2 battalions. So yeah, and I mean, I'm not super sure about keeping this, how it's been. It's like 74. But it's okay, in case he has something like, I don't even know, Spirit Leech. Like if he's trying to Spirit Leech my Lord or something, he'd get this 12% here, and then he gives another 12% on everybody around him. That'd be 24% damage reduction on the Spirit Leech, so it's pretty solid. And I like running this guy over Leon Kerr because he can have 2 pots. Leon Kerr does have passive healing, but that doesn't give you the same kind of just shock healing that you need. And also, this guy's just much cheaper, I think, than Leon Kerr. I mean, Leon Kerr has a bigger mount, I think. But just based on what I remember, I feel like just the normal one is just a better cost, a better price. We'll see. I don't know what this guy's contemplating. I don't want to rush him, but I'll go ahead and press it. Okay, he's good. Maybe he just didn't want to rush me. Two polite people not trying to rush each other. Yeah, there's not a lot else to say. I mean, I have several videos of this matchup, and it usually ends pretty well for me, but it is possible for Undead to win. I mean, some of these unfavorable matchups that I talk about that are, like, super unfavorable, they are winnable. Like, I do lose them on occasion. You know, there's going to be games where I miss micro something, or somebody has found a really good counter to whatever. Totally possible. But, you know, I'm just going to try to keep going with favorable matchups as much as possible. Now, I never dodge people if someone picks something that's unfavorable for Bretonnia. Like, if they pick Empire, I just play something else. I just play Vampire Counts or Greenskin. So I'll play any matchup. It's just, you know, I won't play some, I'll try to avoid certain matchups. I just pick other factions. So I think I'm pretty versatile. I think I'm pretty decent with most of the factions. I don't have a lot of practice with Beastmen or Chaos. I think they're a little underpowered this patch, but all the other factions, I think I've got decent strategies for those. I would love to take this hill, actually, and just fire down on him and get the hill advantage. I'm not sure if I can make him come to me or not. I might be able to. Those are my initial thoughts, though. I could maybe hide the... He's not going to wrap around, though. The thing is, if you take this, it is hard to charge in. But I could, like, come up here and hide in these woods and then charge behind him, perhaps. This is such a weird map, so it makes it feel like you can get one of these and get the high ground advantage. But a lot of times, because of the battle timer and everything, you know, no one has to actually go up there and fight you. They could just sit over here in the trees and make you come to them or get a draw. But we'll try for it. We'll see if he wants to fight me on this hill or not. So I kind of gave up on, you know, super advantageous tactical positioning, like using corners of maps and the edge of map and stuff like that. A lot of higher end opponents just won't go for that. They'll just, you know, wait on you until you come out. Alright, let's head over here and scout, see what we have. Okay, so he's got the nice Mortis engine. Okay, so he's gonna go for this hill too. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna wrap around with these knights. I don't think he has knights of his own. He might. I mean, if he has, like, blood knights, that could be a problem. What else? Okay, so I need this down. Stearnsman. Whoa, they just kind of stopped in their tracks. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's just like, oh man, he's coming for me. I want full vision. He's got to have some blood knights or something hiding somewhere. He's got Helm and Gorse. Okay, so Helm and Gorse is real easy to kill. Stearnsman, Graveguard, what else? Skeleton Warriors. Lots of Skeleton Warriors. I don't think that's enough money, though. I feel like he has to have some Blood Knights hanging out somewhere. Maybe he's not coming up here. He's... I don't know. We'll see. Where are those Blood Knights? I know you gotta have them somewhere, buddy. Okay, here we go. What are these? Okay, so lots of Graveguard. Maybe he doesn't have Blood Knights. Has a huge infantry line. Yeah, I mean, there's no way he's going to come up there, and I can't shoot far enough to make him come up there, so I might as well just come down here. Now, a lot of times they will fight you around here, and I can use this wall to my advantage. Yeah, he's just going to sit there. I also want to make sure my units aren't tired by the time we fight. Fresh, fresh. So I just need to give him a little bit of a breather once we get down here. Right, and he has no spearmen or anything, so I should be able to charge into his back pretty easily. I can force him to come to me a little bit with these archers. Unless he has, like, Blood Knights, like, rotating over here or something. If he does, whatever, it's fine. Quite a lot of setup, but I think we can finish in time. I really don't like having to run around in position for more than, like, a minute or something. Also giving him a lot of magic. I don't like that either. Alright, Skeleton Warriors, I don't think have shields. Not sure, but either way, I'm gonna fire into him. So he's just gonna hide in his woods here. Fine. So I'm just, okay, they're active now, so I need to make sure that I give them a breather for a second so we go back to fresh. Hey, get over here, we're blocking traffic. Come on. Block traffic. Alright, so I'm gonna have to chill for a second and wait. I guess I can go ahead and pull him with these. These guys get a breather for a second. Yeah, okay, they're cool. They aren't super heavily armored or anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and get over here into position, just freak him out a little bit. Sit right behind him just to freak him out. What else did we reveal? Okay, just those. Graveguard's fine. Yeah, you do have to come to me. You can't just sit there in the woods. Eventually you will have to come to me. Zombies. I don't really care about zombies. Let's fire into those. Actually, I want to fire right on this thing. Go ahead and focus fire that thing down. Yeah, he's trying to hide in here in the back. And he's moving really slowly, so I just want to run up to the front there and just really capitalize on his Graveguard being really slow to the party here. I think we're about to focus out that Mortis engine. I think that's what that is. I hope so. That's what I'm trying to focus fire. Guys, go! Go ahead and pop that. Get a little bit extra. Where is this thing? What is that? Is that the Necromancer? Yeah, let's focus him out. Let's get these out of there. Yeah, so I mean, his Graveguard just really aren't getting in there that well. Are these Graveguard? Yeah, let's go ahead and charge those in the back right there. Alright, let's go ahead and cycle these back out. See if we can get over here and crush this left side. This other side over here. Alright, there's Helman Gorse. Let's go ahead and focus him out. Can. If we can back out there. Alright, he's done. Yeah, I mean... Skeleton and Graveguard's not gonna get it done. Like, you have to have some kind of answer to the cavalry. Like, you have to have something that gets a bonus versus large. Either Blood Knights or, Spearmen. I like the regeneration. I really like the concept of Helman Gorse, but he's so easy to focus out. Like, I didn't even focus fire kill him. I did focus fire down his Mortis Engine because it's really tall. So it's very easy for the arrows to hit him. But you have to get something to neutralize these peasant bowmen. They just deal so much damage. So I think the combination that beat me before on a previous video was Hounds, lots of Spearmen, Blood Knights, Graveguard, and Cairn Wraiths. Cairn Wraiths are also very good here because they cause terror. And these have very low leadership. So you really have to attack their leadership. And you can make them run away and collapse the line. Yeah, as you can see, just those charges from the Knights did a ton. Also, these Peasant Bowmen did a ton. I mean, they basically wiped out an entire skeleton crew before they even got there. And they're really good at focusing down if they have large things. Like if they have Cryptors, they're great against that. If they have a Flying Lord, they're great against that. They're just great against a lot of different things. So, yeah, that was pretty decisive. But I feel for him. It's hard. Like, you can win the fight, but you need a very, very specific composition and makeup to be prepared for that. So he just went ahead and got out of there. I mean, it was pretty obvious that it was done. Like, his entire right side was collapsed. The problem with some of the undead units, too, are they're very slow, so you have to counteract that because the Bretonnians are super fast. Their Flying Lords can get around to the flanks. These are very fast. They can get around and charge flanks. So you have to be able to respond to threats and move quickly. So he's Graveguard. He was trying to match up with Knights of the Realm, and I wouldn't let him have that matchup in a straight-up exchange. I just kept running around with the Knights and just waiting. And so, you know, he is using 750 gold to hold, you know, each to hold 900 gold at bay, but it's an okay trade with me because all the rest of my units are just so much more valuable than these units for the most part. So if I can pull these out of there and just not even use my Knights of the Realm that much, it's fine. But as you can see, I did use him. As soon as he turned his back on me, I just charged, held him in there for about 10 seconds, cycled back out. So yeah, I still like Bretonnia into vampire counts. It is possible to win as vampires, but it's tough. Okay, thank you very much. It's going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, please check out the rest of the multiplayer battles on the channel. We have a ton. Also, just am about to release 2 special episodes where I play against a sub. We do a 40,000 gold versus 40,000 gold army. It's totally crazy, one-on-one. And then I play a 2 versus 2 with him against a couple of random people on the internet. So both of those are a lot of fun. Check them out. I think it's... I say in the description what the numbers are. I can't remember offhand. I believe it is Vampire Counts number 19 and Greenskins 39, I believe. But look in the description. I'll say something like special event or special game or something like that near the front of the description. But anyways, that's going to be it. Check out the rest of the videos. If you like Legendary campaigns, check out the Legendary campaigns as well. We have campaigns going for every single faction except for Chaos. We will do Chaos eventually, but it's a lot to do. 5 campaigns plus multiplayer. So check those out. A lot of fun. We also don't abuse the auto-resolve in the campaign, so that makes for a really interesting, fun experience where you get lots of just a ton of great fights. Almost every episode we have great fights because we don't skip anything. And it makes it a lot harder because, when you fight a fight normally instead of auto-resolve, you're going to take a lot more casualties a lot of the time. And so that means that you're going to have to spend more money to replace those units. Or if you fight the next fight, if you fight consecutive fights, which happens fairly often, then you're going to be weaker. So it's a domino effect where it makes the entire game more challenging if you don't auto-resolve. And it makes it a lot more fun to play and for the viewing experience. So check it out. I think it's pretty unique as far as legendary campaigns on YouTube go. And that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, it's a pleasure broadcasting for you. I hope you had a great time. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.